Yo, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. It's Marky Walker, aka Severe, and to my left
Let's go.
is
Juan Big Sexy
Juan
Rodriguez.
and Chuck. You there?
Big Chuck, man. I'm just trying to connect.
All right. All right, while you connecting, know what I'm saying, getting on board. You know what I'm saying, man. Juan, you got any right for now, I guess we can call it this, man. I mean, I don't know what else we're gonna call, but I can fact check a news alert, man. We got any we got any news, anything on the roster?
I mean, unfortunately, there's nothing good in the news that could uplift people's spirits because we talked about it, tired of putting on these sad news. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But what's going on? Something else? What do you mean? I mean, we got the
Well,
Olympics going on. That's some good news.
oh yeah, I mean that's good news for I guess the athlete. Bad news for the economy of Japan because they don't want serving alcohol during the Olympics. They don't want a lot of the mom and pop place open. So so they can't benefit from all these foreigners coming in.
Say
Actually,
what?
don't
No
even,
sake?
yeah, they don't even want foreigners. Actually, they only want the athletes there only. So they don't even allow foreigners to participate in seeing the Olympics. So I don't know if you want to call that good or bad.
That's just gonna make
They're hurting. Their economy is hurting, so they're trying their best to try to get some of that universal money.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the Olympic is just trying to keep it all to themselves. The committee they ain't trying to share
Yeah,
it with
that's what any Olympic committee look at what happened in Atlanta.
Yeah, in
They
Brazil.
built up in Brazil. They built up all of those places, and what happened once the Olympic was gone? They became ran down
Yeah.
and became a burden on the city or in the state.
So unfortunately, a lot of the Japanese people pretty want to boycott the Olympic because it's like, well, it's not beneficial to us. So why should we even bother hosting it?
I mean, did they pull out? If they that serious, did they pull out the Olympics? Did they pull their people out?
The government wouldn't allow it.
What out the Olympics?
Yeah,
Pick the
the
team, the
Japanese.
players.
Yeah, so it's
Oh,
like so they pretty much the Japanese people really want the Olympics to hurry up and get the heck out.
yeah, that's foul. But hey, it's honesty and truth. You know what I'm saying behind that.
Yeah, but that's what a lot of those Olympic cities and stuff. The first couple of days is fine, and then once you know it's no longer beneficial to them, they want them to get the hell out.
Yeah, and also Indonesia having a COVID spike, considering that a lot of those people do have the vaccine, but they still having a spike. Figure that one out.
Yeah, I don't know
No,
about
I
that
don't
one.
know, man.
Would
How
you
can
say,
you have a
Chuck?
spike if a lot of people have the quote unquote vaccine? So
Yeah, I
let's
heard. I'll be honest, man. I heard, every time I talk to somebody that knows a nurse or knows a doctor that actually like that's in their family, they're like, don't tell nobody. But my cousin, my aunt, is they in the they work in the hospital or whatever, and they say they're telling them to keep it on the low of how many people had the shot and still develop COVID symptoms and
yeah.
stuff, and it's dying, passing away. So all that's on the low. We all know that, man. It's just terrible, man. They should be honest with us, man. Tell us what's going on.
Well, what it is because the United States invested so much money, they're like, well, people got to use it. We can't let it go. Oh, look at this stranger here.
What up, man?
What's
Long
good,
time
A1?
up.
How you doing?
Doing good, man. I've been watching y'all, man, but I haven't been on, man. So it feels good
Now
to
you
be
have
over
welcome to
here.
the podcast, man. Eventually we'll get into the subject matters of the NBA and the course subject. This is Passive Podcast episode 43. TeShawn, aka A1, Child, Juan,
Yep. What up, fellas?
What's going on?
Well, I last time I seen him with that, we ran into the supermarket. He recognized me.
That's what's
Can't
up.
forget about Big Sexy, man. Sure.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
You're a
no,
celebrity
stop
now,
saying
man.
that.
But you know what? Let's acknowledge something. This is
Mm.
episode 43, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, some good episodes, man, too.
Just think about it, 43. I'm like, yo,
That's a lot.
we're moving. We're moving
Yeah, we
slowly but
moving along.
surely.
Almost 50. You know what I'm saying? Almost 50 episodes. So that's what's up. Shout out to all y'all, everybody that supports. And shout out to the co-host. Shout out to friends like A1 man coming through once in a while too.
No, we got to give thanks to you for starting these podcasts. Because it started with your podcast and you branched out and invited us to be part of it. You know what I mean?
Oh
I want to
yeah.
that too.
Hey, y'all part of my life. Y'all part of, what I'm saying?
We gotta see
This is a voyage.
online all the time.
What'd you say, Chuck?
So we gotta see your rusty ass online all the time.
And see, that's how the people know how well we know each other when we say stuff like that. The love.
Hey, well, we just talk about some news. We talk about Olympics real quick. We talk about a couple more things. We got a couple more minutes for news. You got any news you want to share? Anything going on?
Nah, man. I'm in the middle of remodeling my kitchen, so I'm at my mother's crib. It's been a long time since I've been with her, and yeah, that's the only thing I've been focused on, man. Just trying to get this kitchen done so I can get back to the house.
That's something, man. That's something, though. Getting your kitchen done, man. Spend a lot of money, or you got a good contractor? You doing something yourself? What's going on?
Oh man, it's all the above, man. You do end up spending a lot of money when it comes down to the kitchen. Got the electrician. We just got our floors done yesterday, so they look all brand new. And it's just the timetable, man. It's just being out the crib for so long.
Yep, that's why you got to be out of there. Yeah, you can't be in their hands and stuff like that. Yeah. You staying with your mom's?
Yeah, which is
like,
cool.
Yeah,
which is cool.
He's trying to be nice. He's like, yeah, I'm staying with my mom's.
Well, I'm looking at the bright side, man. I could have been at a hotel spending $200 a night. You know what I mean? So I'm really big appreciative of that.
Yeah, tell mom do say what up. Everybody be said what up, man.
Yeah, man, no doubt.
Mom,
this time it's a blessing to be with family and stuff, man.
Yeah.
Even though if it's a short time and whatnot, man. So it's a blessing, man.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, with the other news, man, got that fantasy football going. So
you started that up.
I'm out, man. I don't have to reach out and choke nobody. I have to reach out and choke somebody, man. No. I'm definitely I'm gonna be in it, man. They got some prospects coming. I see coming through this year, man. Hopefully they actually end up playing.
Yeah.
And
I heard about that COVID test. That COVID.
Yeah, man. I'm seeing a whole lot of coaches are just like the hell with it. Peace out. Yeah. I think the Pats. I think the Pats. Two of their coaches. I think a Green Bay coach, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. Even players are talking about it. Somebody, they'll post a tweet, but they'll take it down. But I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. It's definitely wild, man. Because you would think that they should have the same freedom as everybody else, where they can pick and choose if they want to take it. Me personally, I do think it's a deploy to get people vaccinated against their will. So now, how they gonna do that? Mess with the money.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They're gonna try to make it mandatory when it's not really. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
You already saw they did like a lottery. Did they do like a lottery for whoever? If you get vaccinated, you get to play in some lottery.
Yeah. They got.
I'm like, they trying to what is going on? Now they tricking people to get vaccinated. What are they?
Well, you heard too that Massachusetts looking into. I don't know if we spoke about last time about removing people's religious right so they can have to get vaccinated. That not being an excuse.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So pretty much they're frowning on people's freedom of religion. That's what you're saying.
That's insane.
So what's the point of the Constitution and these so-called rights if you're gonna just veto them?
Yeah, but that's the same thing as far as you got to be vaccinated to go to even get into public schools and stuff like that, man. You got a lot of kids coming, that's not not from America and whatnot, and they're not vaccinated for like the smallpox and chickenpox and stuff like that. You have to be vaccinated in order to go to school here.
Oh, yeah, but I think that's on a different speed, though, man. We're dealing with COVID that doesn't have a history. I mean, we got this vaccine that doesn't have a long history, and I understand where you're coming from with people that come in and get the vaccination, and it's mandatory for them to go to school. But like with this whole COVID vaccine, man, like people are still catching it, people are still dying. So it's like I don't know. There's not enough history behind it. There's not enough
No, it's not.
information to know.
It's brand new. Like it's just new to the world and it's new to the scientists supposedly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but so it's an off the wall type of situation. It's something we're living through it and we're learning through it as well. You know what I'm saying? Just to get back on the show's topics, let's get into it, man. Juan, I'll let you start it off, man. You wanted to talk about NBA Finals, man. It was a great finals. I really enjoyed it myself. Let's start off with the NBA Finals, man. Milwaukee Bucks and the Suns, man. Start it off, Wani Most.
Yeah. So first of all, congratulations to the Bucks. One of the reasons why the Bucks are getting so highlighted because they did it through the draft, not quote unquote they call it now the super teams where they grab superstars and join in one team, and past superstars who on the decline who joined to chase a ring, all coming off the bench, things of that nature. So first of all, congratulate for them. Giannis made that very clear. And his interviews like, hey, we did it the old-fashioned way. It took me 6 years to get here, but hey, through the draft and all my players, buddies here, we did it the old-fashioned way, and we didn't have to join teams. So some people feeling slight, but hey, it is what it is. You can't feel upset. So what you guys also too, we got to give credit because Giannis being from Greece, born and raised there,
yeah,
being a foreigner coming here,
he was raised there. He wasn't born there.
No, he was born there.
He was
born there. Yeah, he was born there. His family's from Nigerian descent. He's the first generation.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, of Greece. But one of the funny thing is he didn't get his citizenship till he was 18, heading off to the U.S.
Oh, word.
And that's what people understand. So it took him, quote unquote, 18 years where I did my research. Other Greece people, meaning that ain't, foreigners, get their rights right off the rip. Which is, I found it very interesting. How he still represent Greece, even regardless of how they didn't give him his citizenship until he was 18, even though he was born and raised there.
Yeah.
But it just shows that, the U.S. isn't the only one that has that ethnic people are still battling, some issues and problems. But we're not gonna hop on the sadness too much, because when you read his background, him and his brothers selling CDs to put food on the table, thing of nature, and how he always stays positive and tells the younger generation, especially ethnic kids, like, hey, if you work hard, anything is possible. Look at me and my family. So, I always tell people, I want to look at the bright side of the message he's putting out now. Hey, this is what we dealt with, our struggles, but look, you can still make it to your dream, whatever your ultimate dream is. Doesn't mean sports, it means whatever your dream is.
And you said he got two brothers. I know we was talking offline. He got two brothers, and they all got rings, right?
Well, it's a total of 5 brothers, but 3 of them with him in the NBA, and all 3 of them got rings, so they can't sit at the kitchen table bragging like, I think one of the brothers got it with your quote unquote Lakers, super team last year.
LA.
God.
And his other brother, even though he didn't play in the finals because he was in COVID protocol, got a ring this year with his brother Giannis.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I don't know, Juan. You're being real nice, man. I think at that dinner room table, man, Giannis definitely can have the upper hand on it because Giannis was on the court. The other 2 brothers, we ain't seen them on the court unless the game was a blowout.
Yo, listen.
So let's be real here. Giannis has the upper hand in that conversation.
Listen, it doesn't matter. It's like this. Giannis could go, I got a ring. I said, I got one too. Regardless if I rode their bench, polished the shoes, I was on the team though.
Nah, that's not the same conversation that they should gonna have amongst each other, man. They're not gonna dare to go against their brother because they know what their brother Giannis did. And I could definitely, for real, if they're gonna be at that table, what these kids say is capping nowadays. They can't do that with them because when they see Giannis, they better put their ring down and put it away because it's one of those situations where they got an A on the group test but didn't do nothing on the group. They got an A on the group project and didn't do nothing.
That's a great way to put it, man. Yo,
but salute to them.
On the bandwagon.
But listen, I'm talking about just the ring. I'm not.
He
can say, I got a ring. Now, MVP and stuff, that's when you got to put that ring away. But at the beginning, you can put it, and then you see him coming through the door, you could go bling, and then just slide it off and say, okay, that's enough. We don't talk about it, because we know what's coming.
That trophy coming.
Yeah, but the way I see it, they're not gonna be, they might joke around about it, but at the end of the day, man, the family has something to celebrate as far as the three older brothers and their journey to the NBA, regardless if they were on the court or not.
Well, actually, they're not the oldest.
That's a parent's proudest
never
moment.
played in the NBA, though. The oldest brother, who's 32, never played in the NBA.
Okay.
So they're the middle. And the youngest is 18. He's actually playing overseas ball. He's trying to make it into the NBA now, which probably be simple because, when you got a brother named Giannis,
Yeah, things can get to you pretty quickly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Easily.
And his brother, who's just turned 19, he's 6'8". So he'll be looking. I guess he's waiting for his contract to be up at the league he's in now. But I think maybe in a year or two you'll see him in the NBA. Who knows? He might be the fourth brother to be sitting at that table with that.
Oh man! Imagine them just all getting a ring. Like the other brother too just happens to jump in the NBA. Son, that'd be insane. 5 brothers.
Hey man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great, man. What else you got for the NBA?
Well, I definitely. My fault. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I thought it was an open conversation.
Yeah, it is.
I just wanted to add. I like how the Bucks played those last 4 games. The first 2 games, Phoenix was able to dominate them, and the Bucks, I felt like, was not able to get the W because the ball was in Giannis's hand too much. But it seemed like they switched it up for Game 3 and on, where Giannis was off ball more, and I like to see him moving without the ball. I like to see him get his teammates involved. It was good to see Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton get some shots up, and and I'm just gonna leave with this: Giannis still has a lot to work on. You know what I mean? There's nobody that's gonna stop him in the paint, and if he starts working on some low post moves, I can see his stocks going skyrocketing. You know what I mean? And also, he has to get out. He has to get into that mentality of guarding the best player on the other team. I did not like how when they played against the New Jersey Nets, I seen KD going against PJ Tucker. And no disrespect to PJ Tucker, but like, come on, bro. Giannis is the man. Let's see Giannis go against KD and vice versa.
That's what the world wanted to see. Yeah, they was disappointed. People were disappointed. The sports announcers was talking about that all day. And I didn't
I have a question for y'all. Charles Barkley took a slight at Shaq and said that Giannis is taking his spotlight as the best big man. What do y'all think about that?
What?
Yeah,
Chuck need to stay off that sauce, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Barkley, that was my man growing up. Sixers, Suns, everything, man. But I mean, it's a different era. It's a different era. I mean, because when Shaq was coming up, Shaq, he had the opportunity to play against Barkley, Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing, and those King the Dream. He got an opportunity to play against those big men, and those are legendary big men at that.
True.
I mean, what Giannis has, who he really has to go up against.
Yeah.
As far as being a big man. Not too many people.
Not too many people.
Not too many people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, like I said, Chuck, he just calm down, man.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't think he's drinking coffee or tea in that mug he got.
Hey, we know that.
He could be miserable forever because he never got a ring and never accomplished that. So when he sees others, it's still like like this person got one. Because he talking about his job is to talk about champions all day. And he's never been not saying he's never been a champion. He won a gold medal. But he's never won an actual NBA championship and felt that, so there's always gonna be a little hate.
Chip on the shoulder.
Got that little bit of hate.
But he can't be mad. He was in an era where there was too many great players. Every team had great players. It was you really had to be the best of the best. And unfortunately, during his era, Celtics, Lakers, Bulls, Houston, San Antonio. I mean, I'm sorry, those 5 teams pretty much dominated.
The East was stacked.
Yeah,
the East was stacked.
Yeah, the East was stacked.
Plain and simple.
But there's always great teams. Like look at the Knicks. They had a great team, but they always got eliminated.
Yo, the Knicks was people were like at first they started off rough, then they all the Knicks fans came out because they was dominating.
Well, the bandwagons will come out eventually, man.
True.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to dog this team out, but
here we go.
I'm tired of these Lakers. They're trying to get more superstars, still trying to build a super team. Listen, LeBron's already downhill. Stop trying to
haters up.
Drag these people to these whack ass Lakers team. They need to come to.
That sounds like a personal blow to Marquise right there.
I know it sounds like
green team. Oh, my fault. I didn't know he was a Lakers fan.
Wow, dog, son. Yo, listen. You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna rebuild, and LeBron's gonna get whatever he wanted and whoever he wants, and we're gonna win next year. Bam! That's how we do it. Ain't no other plan. That's the plan.
Bugging.
That's it. That's the plan.
Because they're over there begging CP3, hey, you need to come over here. I'm like, oh, there he goes already.
Yeah.
Begging like Keith Sweat.
I think Phoenix is a good spot for CP3, man. Plain and simple, man.
I don't think he's leaving Phoenix because if he opts out, he's giving up $40 million. Nobody's giving him $40 million a year. Let's be honest. Because of his age and his injury prone. You might get 40 million for 3 years, but not 40 million your last year. So if I was him, I'll take my last year option there, get my 40, because after that, they're gonna be nickel and diming you. So
yeah, he better not leave Phoenix. That's I feel like it's the best suit for them. I do question if they could bring it back to the finals next year, especially with the Lakers coming back healthy, the Warriors are coming back healthy, and there's gonna be a lot of transition. The Jazz, yep, and the Nuggets, they was missing a player. So if you look at that last playoff run, they played against the Nuggets, who didn't have Jamal Murray. They played against the Lakers, who Anthony Davis and LeBron was injured, and then they played against the Clippers, who Kawhi Leonard was injured. So it was like you played against a lot of these teams that missed their superstar players. Yeah. You made it, so it's going to be interesting to see if they can make it back there if everybody stays healthy.
Yeah, but a lot of these superstars were getting injured left and right, man. I mean, I think it was from the shortened season, the way I see it, man.
Yeah. They didn't get their body to rest and recuperate.
Nah, and that's the thing. They're not giving their bodies any time to rest. I understand, you want to represent the United States in the Olympics, but I mean, what's more important? Your health, or you're just getting another trophy to put on your mantle?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna switch the subject, man. We started off with some news, and we get into a smaller topic. Just to have some dialogue. But we're gonna get into this marriage versus expectations. And guess what, man? Based on good friends like TeShawn below, man, he introduces us to new superstars on the planet, man. We got I'm gonna introduce Eva Skinner to the podcast. She has an MBA in a nonprofit management, and she works for a state agency group, Home. So you could tell she already has a great heart. So please welcome Eva Skinner, and she's heavily involved in the community. Just welcome, man. Can clap it up for live claps, man? This is live claps.
Welcome, Eva.
Hi, Eva.
How you doing? Welcome, Queen. How's it going?
Hello. I'm hanging in there. It's just Sunday. We're kind of just chillaxing around the house. So everybody's in their prospective corners while mommy does something. So if you hear a little random scream, it's probably one of the kids.
Well, want to introduce yourself, Chuck? You already know TeShawn.
I'm one big sexy Rodriguez right here.
Hello, how are you?
The sexiest man alive on the planet.
Oh, hey. You said it, so I guess it's true.
There you
How you doing? I'm Charles. Big Chuck shares the jokester of the group.
Pretty much.
Nice to meet you.
So, Eva, can you introduce yourself? Give us a little background on yourself and to the audience before we get into this conversation?
Sure.
We needed a lady. My lady's actually asleep. She hopefully she wakes up.
Listen, Queen, get that rest because it
It
don't happen much over around these parts. But so my name is Eva. I know TeShawn because he and I worked together at another nonprofit. We worked for ABCD. I originally grew up in Brockton when it was kind of more suburban, and then gentrification kind of came in and stuff, and we ended up moving to Boston. It was an easy move for my mom, my sister, and I because I was already dancing out here like 3-4 times a week. So it kind of just made sense for our family to make the move. I have 4 children, 3 biological, 1 bonus, and husband. So I have 5 children.
You have a bonus husband?
Oh, no, I said I have a bonus child, and my husband counts too. So I have 5 babies. 5 big babies. Yeah. The youngest is 1, the oldest is 15. And we're a busy family, like anything between swimming, we're trying to get into gymnastics with the little one. We do basketball, we do football. So really, really busy. So yeah, that's my home life. And then outside of home, like I said, I work for a state agency. We have group homes all across New England. Where I work with individuals that have developmentally delayed issues. My house, I'm blessed to have 4 girls that are very independent. So my job as their program manager is just kind of getting them and bridging the gap between where they are and then back to real world. So we do things like coupon clipping, which for us might not be, that big of a deal, but for them, they're learning how to go grocery shopping, and they're learning how to budget, they're learning how to do stuff that they're going to need when they leave my house. So yeah, I'm kind of like a mom here and then a mom at work too. And then hobby wise, when I do get a second, big in dancing, big in cheerleading, just youth sports in general. Like all of my kids have done everything from t-ball to soccer to baseball to just everything. I just love everything about youth sports and then being within the community. And if you see right now what is going on in our city, I mean, we have a new mayor entering. We have a big election coming up. Mm-hmm. I was serving in Marty Walsh's administration before he left us for DC. I just knew that the energy was changing, and it was time to kind of, share my talents. Once the mayor left, I kind of felt it was okay to kind of spread my wings and kind of do other things. But yeah, so yeah, with the state of the city, I try to be up on what's happening in our community because it's changing every day. It's looking different every day. And I try to do my best to kind of put my people up on game about things like voter rights, about where we can find, housing stability and things like that. So
you're gonna fit in nice here at this podcast. So like I don't know if TeShawn really told you, but this is the passive podcast, and we really aim to help others, like develop passive income, mm-hmm. just helping get connections and that of that nature, and meet people like yourself, and to use you but not misuse you, and then for you to use me and not to misuse me at the same time, but mm-hmm. work together in harmony in a sense. It might sound corny, but we're just trying we're just trying to connect with good people, mm-hmm. and have good conversations, great conversations. And this is why I'm gonna let Juan start this off, because we've been talking about this subject for quite some time, and then I'll chime in, and then we can all chime into whatever's going on. It's an open conversation. We respect everyone's opinion, and but we've been talking about this marriage thing and expectations for quite some time. And Juan, start it off for us. What you got?
So, in today's modern society, a lot of women want this fantasy wedding where now men are not into really marriage like they used to, because our parents, like I use myself for the reason, like I got married more for her and my parents. I came to realize this afterwards, and the realization that marriage wasn't really for me, mm-hmm. And that's now with social media, the women movement, which is great, having, when, father of daughter, you want that kind of movement, but also men are seeing like, whoa, it's really not a benefit for me to be married, especially what they call high value men, because there's more high value men than women currently for now. Can't tell what's going to happen 10, 15, 20 years from now. So it's a conversation, like we said, we had a lot about marriage. Is it, what's really the benefits of being married? compared to dating. You know, you can still date somebody and be with that person longevity. You know, so I want to hear everybody's opinion. I got some facts that'll come in as the conversation goes along. So go ahead, chime in.
Who want to step in?
I can start it, man. I can get it. All right. I was with I've been with my girlfriend. Well, not girlfriend, my wife now. I've been with my wife 2 years
wife,
now.
Better, yeah.
No. I said it the way it was. I know her since high school. We dated for 11 years. We have 2 boys, 12 and 8. My main thing as far as getting married, I mean, it wasn't on my mind, tell you the truth. I mean, I just wanted to make sure my boys had, attention, regardless of we were married or not. We never talked to our kids about whether or not mommy and daddy are married or not. They were a part of my wedding, and I, was thankful they, had both of my boys there. But it was just the fact that if something was to happen to me, right, she wouldn't have the opportunity to utilize my my benefits as a veteran towards my kids, right? So that was one of the main. Well, that wasn't one of the main reasons, but that was one of the things that I wanted to just get married because I mean we've been living together 13. We were living together for 13 years.
Exactly.
And everybody thought everybody thought we were married anyway. So it didn't. It was nothing but nothing but a ceremony. But the thing about it was I didn't care if it was a big or small wedding. I would prefer to go to City Hall. I mean, just to get it over with. But she said she wanted to have something special, and that's what we did. My mother happened to be there. Sadly, her father, he passed before we were able to go down that aisle. But her brother was there to walk her down, and in his father's place. So, it was basically just a formality, basically, of us getting married. Like I said, we living together, we maintain a household together. So, I mean, it was just a formality, basically. That's all I can try to say.
Yeah. I just want to chime in before I do.
No, I chime in. Mine's gonna be short and sweet, man. I mean, I think I got married 16 years ago, and the thing about why did we get married is a serious question because I think that if I knew what I knew now back then, I would have a different answer. But to keep it short, I think that what Lauren was talking about in terms of I guess family and expectations was like, I just wanted to do right. I wanted to do the right thing. And also wanted, one name on the mailbox. We had 2 different names. So, those are the 2 small things. I wanted to do the right thing, and I wanted to have the same name on the mailbox. That was it. I was young and dumb and didn't know.
Eva?
For me, marriage has kind of not so much been like something that, because I think a lot of people in general kind of think that the big wedding and the princess dress, like that's something that all women aspire to do. And I guess in a sense, maybe, because I guess growing up, I knew, and I have a thing with time, like deadlines, checklists, like I'm that type of person. So for me, 30, for whatever reason, 30 was my limit. I have to be married by 30. And then just being in other relationships. And then I met my husband online dating for a few reasons. A, I wasn't really ready to be outside the house. It wasn't a pandemic. I just didn't want to be out and about. I have a problem, not a problem, but like, I just feel uncomfortable with like meeting people like outside or when like people try to holler, I just get very uncomfortable. And so we met online. which kind of gave me that space that I needed without, if he did get pushy, all I had to do was block or whatever. And then it kind of, we got to know each other through the messages and stuff like that. Cause I didn't put up any provocative pictures. I'm not giving you no eye candy until I see what the mental is. And then, eventually we got together. Our first day was at Six Flags, and then kind of just, vibed. We had some bumps where we kind of had to like reset, start over, kind of reevaluate. And then in coming back, I was like, listen, I have this plan for my life, and would like to be married by, or at least on the path by the time I'm 30. Yeah. He took into consideration all of that. We kind of did things a little backwards. We kind of had a baby first, and then we went on a honeymoon, and then we got married. Yeah. It worked for us. Don't ask, don't judge. That's just how it works. So we did baby, honeymoon, marriage, and then another baby. And now, we're living together. So we've been together. We got married on 420. So Big Chuck, you think you're the jokester. We got married on 420 for several different reasons, because it gets that reaction. And then, it worked out for us. So it's been about 2 years, but then we've been together for about 5, maybe going on 6. And like I said, we have his, hers, and our children. And just being married was important for us to try to change the tone of Black love and Black marriage for our kids. Because we both have children before we got together, and then we have these 2 little ones together. So, his child may have seen love in a different way. My child seen it in a different way. And then our kids. So we're constantly trying to show our kids what Black love looks like. It's not for everybody on here that is married. It is not easy. It's a constant, battle. And then the other day when my husband and I were talking, he was like, marriage is a business. I'm like, being a business student, it absolutely is. It is a complete business. So you have the love and the romantic, you have that aspect of it. And then you have like the business component of it where, he has a trade and I have, the education and credentials behind us. And for us, like this year is all about us developing and producing our businesses. So as a married couple, yes, we are husband and wife, we're lovers, we're friends, and then we're also business partners. So I think being married was important for us too. Yeah, so we don't have one name on the mailbox. We have, because I haven't let go of my last name. But it's just, we're a team. Like I said, I'm into like sport. We're all into sports. So we're a unit. When we go out, I'm the mom that makes us look like a unit. We got to look alike. I don't care who sucks their team.
Oh, the color code. You
got to coordinate.
Yes.
Oh,
it works for different reasons. We went to Disney World, and if I lose somebody, there he is up ahead because he got the same shirt on as us. So it works like that too. So yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't wrong with that. I think my aspect on marriage started early because I just grew up different. I grew up around a lot of different people that were in the streets. Let's put it that way. And they had different aspects on marriage. And they talk about respecting women, respecting your mom, your sister, your family. But I grew up I did grow up with full respect of elderly women and everything. But when I got into relationships, I was conditioned already by America or just the system of being the man. I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? I make the decisions. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of like that a little bit when I was younger until I had to learn, women taught me that I'm not the man, right? But eventually, marriage, I always thought of it as a business. Like you said, Eva, a contract. You're signing a contract with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone else, now the government's involved, whoever's involved, the city, whatever city, whatever thing you got to sign. And it's like, yo, what's going on? Now you get involved when I have an issue or I don't have an issue, or if I want to do something, I got to go through you or pay you. I never really got that. I always thought I love Black people. I love Black love. I think that's all I dated was Black women, except for when I was in my experimental phase, right? So, but I love Black women and I love Black love. I love Remy Ma and Papoose, how they celebrate it. You know what I'm saying? So much. I love that. I don't mind finding somebody right and just living with them, dating them and having understanding, great communication to be forever, be there forever and be together forever. Because if you got a good friend and a good, like you just saying below, Eva, you were saying how, y'all watch sports together, y'all go out together, y'all do this, y'all got things in common, then y'all don't have things in common. Like you got to respect each other's space. It's a lot of things going on. If you can't get that, then that's not your true lover, romance, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Mate, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You have to move on, and that's why dating is important when you're young, because eventually you can't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find out the first person you mate with ain't gonna be the one. I don't care what nobody say, but I know a lot of people say true love. All that, it could happen. Maybe it's a 0.1%, but you gotta date. You gotta see what you want, see what you like, and then that person has to deal with it, and then you have to deal with theirs. It's a business, like you said. So, Juan, back to Juan. I know you have some questions and some other facts.
Oh yeah, well, I'm glad you brought up business because now, prior to now being older, divorce lawyers are actually coming out and giving people prior to getting married advice, because divorce lawyers said, mind you, they're in the business of making money when you're getting divorced, but they're doing it now because they see how high the rate of divorce is. It's like, before you get married, all they tell you is, I do just go to the chapel and that's it. But they don't sit down and tell you what XYZ is. It's like a contract, like both of y'all said. It's like, one, financial. That's one of the biggest sticklers. Unfortunately, we're still in a time where men make more than women. So the one that's more beneficial is the woman. That's why when they say high value men, and then with social media, another thing that divorce lawyers are talking about, back when we was younger, we didn't have social media. It was just starting, the internet in the 90s, because me personally being that old, where now the younger generation that have wealth or high value, not meaning rich, meaning that they're well off, are seeing like, whoa, if I get married, she takes half. One example with Dr. Dre, prenup still went out the window. She's still going to get $3.5 million. And of course, people in her defense said, well, she raised the kids. Well, technically, they had nannies. He provided all this life for her. If the average person could live on an income of 45 grand a year, I'm not saying she don't deserve something, but 3.5, so that's scaring more men. Like, the court system is more favorable for the women than the men.
90% more women too, though. The women not be rich and being the ones that got the money in the relationship. It's all the black women that's rich and they scared to sign a prenup too.
And even now, because there's a lot more black women with advanced degrees.
Yep, and they got more money than us.
For like I'm saying, like for myself, before I got my MBA, my academic counselor I was working with, I really wanted to go to Harvard, but we were engaged, and we had to sit down and have a talk, because once we get married, my student debt is your student debt. And again, he has a great trade. He's always gonna have work. For me, I was like an adult student, just like addicted to going back to school. But I said my MBA was going to be it. So we had to chat, and I'm like, this is what it costs for me to get my MBA from Harvard. We can't support my Harvard dream at all. So then that's when you have to have different kind of conversations when it comes to finances and things like that, because it's things like student loan and even child support. Like, my co-parenting situation is different with my kid's father, but his is different. God forbid if anything shall happen to him or he cannot work. We are married. They have the government has started sending us Mr. and Mrs. Cherry letters together, so that means that they know that we're married, even though I haven't legally changed my mind. Changed my name. They know that we're married. So God forbid if he couldn't work or couldn't make those payments, they're going to come down on me. So all of those are business components that need to be discussed. But again, when you get engaged, like, people don't go to that premarital counseling that we should be going to. Why? Because the word counseling in our community is taboo. I don't need you telling me what to do. I've been with her for 18 years and we're just doing a little ceremony real quick. I don't need you to tell me. We don't need that. We need to change that culture, because those classes, those courses are going to help us.
Exactly. Hey, Juan, what's up? You quiet over there?
Oh, no. I'm waiting for her to finish talking.
A1.
Oh. I think it's a one.
Oh no, I'm jumping on board too with the business aspect of it, man. There's a lot of decisions that you have to make together, and I haven't been a part of any divorces, but I can only imagine in divorce court they're not talking about, I want 50% of my love back.
Oh no, you don't get that time back, baby.
Trust me, I know firsthand. I'm, not to rear off topic, but I'm grateful for Marquise. He seen me at my worst when I was going through my freedom, as I call it now.
Yeah. No, it's definitely one of those things where you have to be on the same accord, man. You got to make a lot of decisions together, and it's not easy. But another thing I feel like is missing, and this is no judgment to anybody, is that I feel like God is not the center anymore. I'm not talking about religion. I'm just talking about a higher power. It's not the
higher
center
power.
anymore.
Yep.
You
Whoever
know
you
what
call,
I
whatever you
mean?
call him or her.
Yeah. So like, I feel like the benefit of dating, at least, you can set up you set up the foundation. When you're dating, you get to feel each other out, see what our backgrounds are. But a lot of people, a lot of young people actually jump into marriage like thinking it was the right thing to do. And I was just happen to be blessed to be married with somebody who had patience. Because when she married me, when she said yes, she married potential. I didn't have shit. So I know my situation is different. And throughout the 16 years, we had to make once we got our finances together, it seemed like it was smooth because we wasn't arguing over money.
Yeah.
And like money is like the biggest, it's not the most important. Well, it's most important in the physical realm, like when you live in it, you have to pay bills and buy stuff, but it's something that's it's that tangible thing that you need to discuss.
Mm-hmm. Can't move the way you used to do when you have other people you're responsible for. It ain't no just, I'm about to go to, New York for the weekend. Which one of these two you take it with you? For me, it's which one of these.
Right.
Even when it's like,
I'll
go to the store real quick. Who you taking? I'm not, I can't do the whole day by myself. You need to take someone.
No, I think that's right. Those financial restrictions is true.
Mm-hmm.
Big Chuck, you got some words,
right? Well, with me, my mother and my grandmother used to always say, when you go out to eat, as far as having a family, you're not, you can go out to eat, you get yourself, whatever. But when you have a family, you got to make sure you have enough for everybody. Whereas, if the kid wants chicken nuggets or they want tacos or whatever the hell the kids eat, that nasty mac and cheese shit, you got to make sure you have enough for it.
Yeah,
I mean, now when I had my first son, he's 32 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in a couple of relationships, and my thing is I didn't want to rush into anything.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, we were together 11 years. I got to know her ups and downs, her likes and dislikes. And I mean, she put up with a lot of shit from me. I came in with baggage from, past relationships where I got burned or I didn't like the way they moved because they questioned me where am I going? Why do I hang out with my boys? Or they didn't like my friends. I'm like, well, I understand you don't like my friends and all, but I had my friends before you came into the picture. I'm not going to stop, being friends with somebody because you don't like them because they remind you of your past. That has nothing to do with me. And my main thing, taking them to go see mom and my sister. Now, my wife, she got past Mom Dukes and my sister. First shot. It's not, it's not, oh, you seen Mom Dukes first, so you seen my sister. No, she met both of them at the same time, and she got by Mom Dukes and my sister.
That's the test.
My big sister. I mean, if you get past my big sister, hey, it's something. If Mom Dukes like you, you're good. Because Mom Dukes, she would be nice, but she'll tell you about that person. So
hey, Juan, we got we got 10 minutes, so wrap it up. What else you got? And we can, for the hot topic.
Well, running real quick, it's like, again, I hate to say this, but marriage is now technically going forward is more of a business because 90% alimony goes to women. 4 out of 5 divorces are women are the ones filing it because it appears from studies that men really tried more. And now in today's modern society, I want people to know today's society, not the past. We're talking about present. More women are stepping out more, enjoying the dating scene, and where men now seems like the roles almost reversed. So where men try to settle down, but again because of the internet and social media, where all these women now pretty much turn around dogging men, and of course with the Me Too movement, now man can't even approach a woman and say hello, everything's through an app. With me, I prefer to approach a person because you could get the vibe, feel how that person is through an app. You don't know who you're talking to. I can sell you rainbows and ponies and whatever, and live that up into it's too late. I got you, you know. And again, me personally, if anyone would ask me now about marriage, I say, you know what, just date forever as long as you can without saying I do. It's cheaper to say I do. It's more expensive to say I don't. I learned that the first hand. And also, too, the government. The government don't interfere when you're saying I do, but they want to interfere when you're saying I don't, meaning you want to separate what, like from my personal experience with divorce, I divorced in a different state because Massachusetts was trying to bend me over. For one child, $1,600 in child support, plus alimony. I'm like, whoa.
Boston ain't playing.
So I'm like, you know what?
Because we're a Commonwealth. That's why. It's not even the city. It's the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth. Massachusetts, that's for real. They mean it.
Yes.
So I went to a southern state, more friendly state, Florida, where it was like, hey, child support $500. Done. No alimony. Let's do this.
Oh, you got divorced in Florida? That's funny. We got married in Florida. Because just like you said, the big wedding, we tried to, with family and all that stuff, we were starting to see this is about to be a party on our dime, and all people are about to do is sit and sip and why she got that it started getting to the point where I'm like, it's not even worth it. We had the conversation. We said we're gonna go to Universal Studios, got married in someone's beautiful backyard, got our pictures, had dinner at the top of Hard Rock Cafe. Boom, done. Because we said so, because we wanted to do it that way. You know what I mean? Because you think about that business exponent, that $10,000 that you spend on a wedding, now that's in the bank towards either a van for his business or a down payment on a house or whatever it is. We didn't have to
spend that equivalent to income every weekly, monthly, and whatever. It's coming down to the end of the show. Eva, A1, I'm glad you guys are on the show. I'm glad you guys made it. Of course, you guys are welcome on the show again. At this point, I want to talk about reasonable expectations. I'm going to bring it somewhere positive. And I want to start off with Eva. Give us some reasonable expectations. I spilled some down below if you can read the screen, but I'll say them out loud too as well. But give us some positive reasonable expectations that in marriage or just in a relationship, point blank.
I think communication is like a no-brainer, but for everybody, common sense isn't always like common. Definitely communication, because if you know about your love language, we communicate. Your language is different, so that means your communication is different. So I think it's definitely important, and it's a reasonable expectation to expect your partner to know how you communicate and know how you want to be talked to, the things that you like. I know with guys, men always think that y'all are mind readers. I'm different. I mean, my family is all men, so I know men are not mind readers at all. No, at all. You know what I mean? So I'm always very vocal about the things that I expect, and then the things that I would like to see or I would like to see less of. But that's just me. And then again, like I'm reading at the bottom, being able to be open and honest about the things that you dream or aspire about. You know what I mean? Because yeah, my husband knows that I like to dance and I like to cheer, but like up until recently, I had to, I told him I want my own team. This is something that I want to do. And then, of course, from him knowing me, he could kind of assume that that's where I was going with it. But until I was open and honest and communicate, babe, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. And you kind of have to have those conversations with your partner so they can know how they can help. If he doesn't know what I want to do or how I'm going to try to move about it, I can't expect him to know how to support me, if that makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. A1, what's going on? Last, comments and
Now I'm gonna be quick because
comments on this subject.
I have three. I feel like for me, through my experience, I feel like it comes down to three. Commitment, because you have to go. The marriage is like you're choosing your partner and for life. You know what I mean? So like I think commitment is important, along with love. You have to love each other. You know what I mean? Because it just helps. Love is like that opposite of hate. And
it's an action too. Love's an action. You got to show.
Love is action too. But like, you know, what did I just say? Commitment, love, and the third one I would have to say would be respect, because they're two human people, and you know we got to respect our partners with their qualities, their thoughts, their capabilities, you know, everything about them. So yeah, I'm gonna stab out with those three: commitment, love, and respect.
I think the two of us covered them all. Don't judge me because I didn't say any of those.
Pretty much. Chuck, what you got? Chuck might have something new. What's up, Chuck?
Let's see what you got, Chuck.
Yo, trust, man. You gotta trust in your partner, man. And keep your relationship. Keep it off of social media. Keep it out of your friends' mouths.
Great advice.
Because you telling what's going on in your house now. You know, I go around. You know, say for instance, you know, your partner goes around your friends. They already know that you know that you like to creep and you got a wandering eye, or you know you got a porn collection that would put Hugh Hefner to shame. I mean, just keep your relationship.
Yeah, keep
hey.
Keep it.
That was the past. That was my past. Don't. You know, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. No, but just keep your relationship. Keep your relationship in house. Keep your business in house.
True.
Don't keep your family and your friends out of your relationship. That's the main. That's trust and keep your relationship private.
I like that, Chuck. What about you, Juan? What's up?
Well, for me, my personal new rule is don't move in together.
Damn, what the hell?
Listen, personal space is real big.
Okay.
And that's what I've learned now. Like if I should get in a serious relationship, I don't care if it's 5-10 years. Oh, we should move together. I'll be like, those are grounds for breaking up right now.
So you basically get your new relationship. She's gonna live in her house. You're gonna live at your house.
I don't see me ever moving in with anybody ever again. But again, this is for me. This is, and also this seems to be the trend with a lot of young men too now. A lot of young men don't want to live with a significant other because space is a big issue. Everybody need their own personal space. Now, when you have a child, that's a different subject. But a lot of now younger men too want to have the operation where they don't want to have children, so they don't also feel like almost like they have to be married because of their older people. But for me, that's my advice. Don't move in together. If it ain't broke, leave it alone. If you stay in your place and stay in hers.
Well, let me just read off the ones I
hold on. I got a question for Juan.
You got something?
This is after marriage. Don't move in together.
Oh no, this is before marriage.
He ain't even talking about getting married because you cannot have that rule in place and then expect to be married.
All right.
You were just recently divorced, I believe, right?
Right.
It's been around 3 years now. But I should have listened to myself instead of my parents. And then get married. If I wouldn't listen to them,
just open the door.
Because I asked them, I said, then why did you two get divorced? They didn't have an answer. I should have said, light bulb should have went off. Marriages. I shouldn't take a marriage from counseling from a divorcees.
Well, I mean, there's a flip side to that too, because at least that way they know they went through it. And I mean, I feel like everybody's journey is gonna be different. So at least you can say you tried instead of just cutting off marriage from the beginning and then 50, 60, 70 years old. You're like, damn, I should have got married. At least you tried.
I feel personally, I wasted 20 years of my life that I can't get back.
I don't think you wasted it.
Plus the financial.
You learning from it now.
No, trust me. I feel me personally. This is how I feel, and I sat down and I thought about this for almost my whole time being divorced and during marriage. I feel like I wasted my time, wasted her time. The money was a big aspect, as Marquise knows. The money that I dished out because of her personal spending and other things that she was trying to take care of without consulting me, it plays a big part. So I'm like, where if I would have never got married and I seen these things, I would have been like, yo, you know what, this ain't working. It wouldn't be our money. It would still be my money. I'm like, you're not touching my money because of whatever mistakes you're making with yours.
Just real quick, Juan, because you got to shut it down, and I'm about to go watch the Olympics, and my gymnast, you know what I'm saying? The women gymnast is about to come.
Yes, Simone.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
She has her own little emoji. I need y'all to support that.
I got a question for you, Juan. real quick, because you're like, I know you're still like, I think you're still emotionally involved in this divorce. Do you think you're never gonna heal or something? That you sound like you're never gonna heal, and you're not gonna trust women, period, ever again.
I know people are gonna probably not like this, but prior to me even being married, I always had a saying: I trust no woman, not even my own mother.
Mm.
And I don't know if y'all remember me saying that when I was a teenager.
I don't remember. Chuck, I don't remember it. Chuck, I don't know.
Berg and them remember me saying that. I trust no woman.
He said it. He said it. He said it. See? He said it.
So this is prior to me getting married. And
so you trust the guy? You trust men? You trust other dudes? You trust dudes?
I trust dudes more because I've seen, especially certain dudes, put their life for mine. You know?
Okay.
And that trust that men build is totally different than they build with women. I take our friendship 30 years plus. You know what I mean? The stuff we've been through. You know?
All right, listen, I'll be honest. I mean, if anybody got to go. If y'all want to continue the conversation, I mean, Juan's opening up another can.
Yeah. This is like another topic right here.
We did a divorce topic or a healing topic.
Yeah, but
no, believe it or not, I'm already healed. Believe it or not, I'm healed. Whether people believe me or not, I'm healed already. I'm in an actual.
It's just the energy that's coming out, like the whole. You gotta stay in your space, because I believe in personal space too, which is why all of the children share a bathroom and I don't, because I need my personal space.
Yep.
So I get the personal space, like they have their toilet room. Excuse me, I would grab her. Like they need their own personal space. So I get that, but you could tell that you experience, like you're coming from
feel the energy.
He's passionate about it.
He's passionate.
Oh yeah, because I don't want people making. I want people to go out and, like you said, sit down, get counseling prior to marriage, so they don't make the same mistakes that I did. You know, because
at least you got a solution. Your solution is get the counseling prior to marriage.
Yeah. And
it's a solution instead of you going like King Kong on it.
well, no, I mean, for those who want to get married, but today's generation don't want to get married, which I should have took my own advice, because I always said I don't want to get married. And again, I was pressured by my parents and relatives.
Let me tell you something, Wanda, real quick though, because actually when you did get married, I was actually proud of you, because like we were like kind of in the streets running around being buttheads, being young men, and we were lost. We were lost.
Gigolos, man. Just say it. Gigolos.
Gigolos, Lord have mercy. We was doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, just say we were gigolos.
For Juan to get married, I would thought that was the last person to get married, just by knowing you. And when you got married, I'm like, wow, maybe I can get married one day. Maybe I can change my mind and my opinion. I didn't, but I'm just saying, and I'm not. But you know, I'm wishing she was up, because she wants to get married. But anyway, you know what I mean? That's a discussion we gotta talk about. When we'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But it's through communication, and I just want to like end it on a positive note. I just want to quote these, because a lot of people might just hear this and not see it. But reasonable expectations, commitment to marriage or relationships, verbal and physical affection, compassion and empathy for each other's feelings, consideration of each other's differences, open, honest communication, and sincere listening to each other, discussing thoughts, dreams, goals, and etc. For some reason, why can't I read the rest? Let me open this up. Why can't I read the rest? I'm gonna have to wait for the rest to go to the series. I can't read the rest. But anyway, it's just things of that nature, just positive things. I like to end it on a positive note. But like I said, okay, like open communication, open, honest communication. I don't want to read the rest. Consider each other's differences, open, honest communication, and sincere listening to each other, discussing thoughts, dreams, goals, etc. Pure generosity. That's the one I wanted. Pure generosity. I was looking for that one. Acknowledging that there are other people in each spouse's life, like they have friends and family other than you, and then creating opportunities for fun. You just gotta do that. And I don't know if this is the time that we're gonna promote. But if y'all got one last comment on this subject, you can always come on another week, and we can always do a part 2 or whatever. But this is the time I want you guys to if you got anything to promote, please promote and sell yourself. You know what I'm saying? So Eva, you have anything to promote?
I do. It's like in the development stage, but if any of you guys know any young gymnasts, I am opening up my all-star gym. You guys are guys, so I'll have to kind of break it down to you. If you are familiar with like Pop Warner and how we have cheerleaders, that's kind of on like a recreational level.
Yep.
Because I have a lot of history and a lot of knowledge with cheerleading, I'm kind of giving Boston a new version of cheerleading, which is All Star. Because if you go to these suburban gyms, they have like actual warehouses that they've converted into gyms. They have tumbling. They go to different competitions. They compete. They get a lot of exposure. And Boston has a lot of raw Black and brown little girls, just talent. I can't tell you how many girls I've walked up on just flipping in the grass, and I'm like, where's your mama? I need to speak to your mama. I need you to be on my team. So I'm starting my own. I'm opening my own all-star gym. It is called Elite Vibes Athletics. If you break it down, it says Eva. So I'm going to be looking for girls between 7 and 16. I just had my first team meeting yesterday. I have a lot of young former cheerleaders that are looking to give back to their community for little girls that look like us. And we're promoting not only the skill set and, the components behind competitive cheerleading, but also teaching positive self-body image, because like we were talking about with Instagram and all the other stuff, they see a version of what they think they're supposed to look like, and they need to know that it's okay to look how you look. It's okay. If you could just do a cartwheel, then you're going to be the best cartwheeler. If you could do a back tuck, then you're going to be the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we're promoting positivity back into these young girls, because it's important that they see us, people that look like them, adults that look like them, and believe in them and want to support them. And then we have an academic component. So my whole program will be athletics. It will be life skills mentoring, and then we're getting into them academics too, because student athlete means just that. It means student athlete. As Coach Eva, I popped up on many a child at their school as they was acting up or in detention, and Coach Eva don't play that. So I'm very excited to be opening this gym. When I get more information, we get further, I'm gonna start sending y'all flyers and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I really wanted to pop off, not just for me, fulfilling.
Come back on with more information, and when it's, and we can send them to links or whatever it is going on.
Absolutely.
And we can send them. I put it in the description. Where they can find you now. Maybe they want to help. Maybe they want to invest. I don't know.
Yes, we need all of that. We need all of that. So yep, that's my newest thing I got going on.
All right, A1, what's up, man? You about to get out of here. So what you got for us, man?
Just follow me on social media, man. Follow my Instagram, T2 Photography, and hit me up. I'm definitely gonna be out there trying to switch up my game and grow. I do sports photography, but I'm also open to portraits and family gatherings and stuff like that. So that's
one of the best photographers in Boston, Beantown, baby.
One of the best. One of the best.
One of the best. Boston, yes, so he's one of the best.
That's one of his models right there. That's
my nephew right there.
That's his godson.
Get some shine. Get your 15 minutes of fame, baby.
Look. Hi, Uncle.
What's up, nephew?
Show that love.
Hey. What's your name?
Joshua.
Mm-hmm. Personal space. See, we don't get it. So if I don't get it, y'all don't deserve it. It's just that simple.
All right, Chuck, what you got, Chuck?
New 21 Creations. It's my wife's jewelry bracelet making business. She makes personal beads. She makes some zodiac. Your country, your pride, whatever you need, just hit her up. She's on Etsy, and she's also on Yolanda Brown on Instagram. So check her out. And Ms., thanks for the business.
All right, whatever that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I help promote you. It's right there. I got you. I promote it right now.
No, I'm talking about your lady.
Oh, she bought some stuff?
Yeah.
I go back into the finances. I'll be hiding bags.
I'm like, wait a minute, what?
See, you blew up her spot.
I know, yeah, exactly. What happened?
No. It's all about business. It's all about business. It's not about blowing nothing up, man. I just appreciate it.
Yeah, you support each other. You gotta support each other. What's up, Juan? What you got?
Nothing yet, man. I'm still waiting for it. Hopefully soon to give some good news. So that's all I can say for right now.
Okay. I mean, I got, promote, say something positive, man. Handcrafted jewelry on Etsy. That's like Charles already said, that's his wife's line. Hit her up. Nini's Apparel on Instagram is my girlfriend's apparel line. and she sells shot glasses. She's starting to, make more money than me. I'm jealous. You know what I'm saying? Hope she is gonna be the breadwinner, so I can sit back and drink some, some stuff like this from Good Stuff Juices. I'm doing a little small promo, but we met a connection. We got connected to individual today. Wish it was up because I don't know no name, but Good Stuff Juices. Go to that website. That's below. Great stuff. You can, they do cleanses, juices, and stuff like that. And you can freeze them and then you use them when you want to and drink them when you want to. And it's just good juice too, as well. You know what I'm saying? It's one in Brockton. And she has a physical store in Brockton. She's about to open up another one. And you can go online and order some. She brought us some juices. This is one of the plant-based protein shake coffee thing. We've been sipping on this earlier. That's good too. So yeah, man, I'm here to promote, here to like help the community, and that's what we're here for. Any last words, anybody, Eva, before you go?
Thank you all for having me on. My house is getting turned up now, but I definitely appreciate it. Thanks for the invite. I think it's
You're
awesome.
welcome back on anytime.
Thank y'all.
Thank you for coming.
All right, thank you. Bye. What's up, A1? What's up, TeShawn? What you got?
I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here, man. Just nothing but peace and love, man. Right, man. Continue to work on just growing, man. Just keep growing. That's what it's all about. So
true.
Look forward to hopefully I'll be able to catch up with y'all brothers soon in person, and we can just fall back and have some beers and just talk some shit.
All right, man. Looking forward to that, man.
All right, peace.
All right, peace.
Later.
What's going on, guys? Good show. What's going on? We had a good show, I think. I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. You guys got any last words before we get out of here? What y'all about to do? I'm about to go watch them flip around and stuff like that on the screen, dog.
I'm about to go relax and watch the streets, man.
You about to go on the streets? Where you going? You ain't going. Man, stop trying to act like you
gangster. Go grab some last minute items for the house.
Okay.
Hit the store right quick.
We didn't have no fact checkers in the today, but I put it up anyway for for the later if they watch the whole thing, maybe they can answer those questions. But all right, man, I'm about to get out of here. Man,
it was a great show. Black love, love in general, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
We all gotta get some healing. We gotta want some hugs or something.
Yeah, I'm actually good,
he
man.
needs some hugs
Right now.
No, I know.
Some hugs.
You're happy. I'm just joking around with you. But I want to get it out you because I'm wondering. Like, I always had certain questions, but I never really asked you. But like, your passion is felt, and it's not just felt with us. You heard other people, hear it today. But if you're happy, you're happy. That's the end of the day. That's what counts. That's what counts.
That's what counts, man.
And I like seeing my bank account grow back too.
That's a good thing too.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well, hopefully it's not all about the money because eventually, you can't die with it. So you know what I'm saying? You gotta like figure out and then make more money. That's what this is called passive podcast. But I mean, here's the thing. I know you're talking about you brought up the Jordan thing, right? No, not Jordan. Who just got cut for money? Who was it? Oh, Dre, Dr. Dre. We talked about Dr. Dre early, real quick, and yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't make the music, the beats, or whatever. But yeah, she deserves something. Maybe not much, but I think she deserves something for being in the marriage.
Like Kobe said, I didn't see you in the gym shooting with me.
That was Drake.
No. Kobe said it too. Kobe said it. I don't remember seeing her in the gym shooting with me neither.
Oh, that's why you got it from. Oh, I ain't know. I ain't gonna lie. I love Kobe. I never heard that quote, but that was a Kobe. R.I.P. Kobe. But you shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, man. It's.
But there's some love music.
Because guys are doing the same thing with their wives too. So
listen to some of these artists down below, man. This is some bring back
this is some old school R&B, old school. Listen to some old school R&B, man.
Watch my 1990s. Me and my girl did the 1990s male R&B.
Yeah. I got on at the end, man.
Yeah, you did. That's right.
I was showing my mom's it. I was showing my mom's it.
You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a battle.
Yeah,
but,
I had to set up her system for her, so I was showing it to her.
My mother showed up. My mother showed up on the
podcast. Oh, that's cool.
She was. I seen your mom's on there.
I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah, I seen her.
Who taught how to use a computer?
Hey, man. I mean, hey, I'm surprising us, man. Your mom's just surprising us, man.
That's what's up, man. But all right, guys, man.
Let's get out of here, gents.
All right, remember, love over hate, man. Boston, y'all.
All right, y'all have a good day, man.
Later.